Notice how I put Master Chief in the background just, to symbolize what this video is. How's it going, guys? Luis here from Gaming Vlog Network, and these are my E3 2016 predictions for the Microsoft press conference. If you haven't seen them already, I did one for the Sony press conference, so if you haven't seen that one already, check out the link in the description below or the card above. Now, with all that said, let's get started. At number 1, we have Gears of War 4. It's pretty obvious that Gears of War 4 will be at E3 this year. It's basically Microsoft's big franchise exclusive on the console this year. I expect to see some more gameplay, although we've seen pretty much a good amount of the game already. All I really expect is a small section of the campaign. The game should still be set for Xbox One's October release though. I don't expect them to say that this is coming to Windows 10. For number 2, we have Halo Wars 2. Halo Wars 2 was revealed back at Gamescom last year, and since then we haven't really seen anything regarding the game. We know that it's coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 and that it's being developed by 343 Industries and Creative Assembly. I expect to see some gameplay for the first time, as well as a fall release date in either October or November. I want to make a bold prediction and say that this will be one of the first crossplay games available between Xbox One and PC. It just seems to make a lot of sense for the franchise. At number 3, we have Augmented Reality and Virtual Reality. I believe we'll see some HoloLens news regarding integration between the Xbox One and the Augmented Reality headset. Perhaps we'll even see some more direct support between the Oculus Rift and the Xbox One, other than being able to play your Xbox One games in a theater mode on the Oculus Rift. Either way, I expect Microsoft to make some sort of announcement to compete with Sony's PlayStation VR, although I don't expect them to make their own virtual reality headset. They're just going to stick with Oculus Rift and then show off what's possible with the new HoloLens. At number 4, we have Halo. Now, Halo 5 has only been out for a few months, but the game didn't do too well with audiences. In fact, it was the worst selling main Halo game in the series history if I recall correctly. It was a staple franchise for the Xbox platform, but that sort of died over time. I think Microsoft knows they screwed up with the advertising for Halo 5, and so although it may be a bit too early to show it off, I do expect them to tease a new Halo game. Maybe a logo or another cinematic cutscene like they did when they first revealed Halo 5. Some sort of teaser for the next Halo installment, may it be like a spin-off title or Halo 6. At least some sort of teaser just to entice those that still give a crap about Halo, to keep their Xbox Ones. At number 5, we have Forza. Forza has pretty much become an annual franchise for Microsoft, and so it's without a doubt that we'll be getting a new Forza game this year. However, I don't think it'll be a numbered installment, but rather the next installment in the Horizon series. And knowing Microsoft, they're probably going to get the car on the box out of the game and bring it out of the ceiling during the E3 press conference. At number 6, we have ReCore. Last year at E3, we got the announcement of a new exclusive from Microsoft called ReCore, being produced by the Mega Man creator Keiji Inafune. Now, we know that the game is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10, but I expect to see some gameplay for the first time. My guess is that we'll be seeing the game in November as one of the big holiday titles this year, but knowing Keiji Inafune's schedule, that may slip up. He hasn't had the best track records with release dates. At number 7, we have Sea of Thieves. Last year, Rare treated us to a glimpse of their new game titled Sea of Thieves. Now, we haven't seen the game since then, but we know that it's coming out to Windows 10 and Xbox One. It's supposed to be heavily influenced by creation, where players are able to use in-game tools to make their own adventures. So I expect that to be the highlight of whatever demo and trailer they show off at E3 this year. I'm not entirely sure if we'll even get a release date at E3 this year. My guess is that we'll probably see this game at the very end of 2016, most likely the Q1 of 2017. At number 8, we have an update to Phantom Dust and all the drama that went through with that game. I really do hope we get an update on Phantom Dust because the game was announced back in 2014, being developed by Darkside Studios, but after some money trouble with Microsoft cut the funding on the project and went shopping around for a brand new studio to reboot the series. I expect to hear what studio is working on the game now at E3, but I don't expect the game to get a release date just yet. I still think it's going to be a very long time before we see Phantom Dust on store shelves. It may as well be The Last Guardian for the Xbox One. Now at number 9, we have the Summer of Arcade. Now here's a bold prediction. I expect Microsoft to bring back the Summer of Arcade that they had during the Xbox 360 phase. For those of you that didn't have a 360 but bought an Xbox One, the Summer of Arcade was essentially the Steam Summer Sale but for Xbox, usually with the release of a big major indie game. I think Microsoft will be bringing that back in some sort of way this year with the release of Cuphead and Inside from the creators of Limbo. And lastly at number 10, a brand new Xbox. My last prediction is a brand new Xbox One model, not the Xbox 1.5 that many probably expect Microsoft to release to compete with the PlayStation Neo, but an Xbox One Slim. I predict that the new Xbox One will get rid of the Blu-ray drive for an all-digital system, along with an over-the-air cable tuner and an internal power supply that gets rid of that pesky little power brick that's attached to the back of the Xbox One. Essentially, this new Xbox One will become the digital console Microsoft wanted it to be back when they got that whole PR hellstorm that came with the original advertising of DRM gaming from the Xbox One. This would essentially be a rebranding of the console and the product line from Microsoft and Xbox. Essentially a better version of how they advertised the original Xbox One. And that does it for my predictions for the Microsoft E3 press conference. Let me know what you think they'll announce in the comment section below, as well as if you'd like to see other videos like this for Ubisoft, EA, and Bethesda. As always, thank you all very much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.